Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out, slinging spells. I hate your deck.
Hey guys, this is a really special episode where we blast a bunch of games in a row. So if you want to see us cracking heads, so this isn't going to just be a one game episode, it is a multiple game episode. I don't want to tell you how many games, but I'll say it's more than 2.
Time to move to death phase.
Angry goblin.
Fiery goblin.
You're the one hurting others. Oh gee, bud. Sounds like you need a blocker there, eh? I feel like it's combo time, no?
This video is sponsored by Dungeon Hunter. Dungeon Hunter 6 is the latest addition to the Dungeon Hunter franchise, and the wait was truly worth it. Dungeon Hunter 6, the free-to-play mobile ARPG. It's absolutely free to play. Download now using my link in the description or scan the QR code. The gameplay features a fast hack and slash combat style, with various builds and skills to utilize fighting the big bosses. Make the bosses serve you. Dungeon Hunter 6 killing the bosses is not the end. Every boss that you want to defeat, you can not only loot them, ride them, and fly them, but you can also summon 3 others to become members to fight in the battlefield with your squad, to follow you, perform combo skills, and even shapeshift. With over 100 uniquely designed bosses to conquer and explore the new classes and units updated monthly, the fun of utilizing them in battle is endless. Download the game for free now on Android or iOS using my link in the description or scan the QR code if you're using a PC. Get a special starter pack with $50 using my link. 10 summon scrolls, 1 SS Lieutenant Demonic Wolf, 1 accessory pack. Use your game account to enter the Launch Lucky Spin event for free to win great prizes like an i15 Pro Max, PS5, Apple Watch, and more starting October 15th. Check out the description for the details. If you really want to support I Hate Your Deck, there's a lot of ways to help support us. Number 1 way is through Patreon. Patreon is a great place where you get to join our community. We have a Discord where we play a lot of Magic with our friends, and there's such a community of people from around the world in our Discord. So if you want access to our deck list, do you want to play Magic with a lot of people from all over the world and interact or help brew your decks, the I Hate Your Deck Discord through Patreon will help you get all that done. Hey, if you've been liking I Hate Your Deck, hit the like, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notifications when we have new episodes coming out. And we also have bonus episodes. If you want to see those bonus episodes that were too hot for YouTube, join our Patreon to check that out.
Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out, slinging spells. I hate your deck. We want to give you the true LGS experience. We show up, sling spells, and have fun. Now meet our players for this episode.
What's up everyone, it's Lynch, and here we are, another episode of I Hate Your Deck with more spicy folks.
Yes, sir.
We've got friends, we've got patrons, we've got more people that we all enjoy saying get salty or spicy. Frenemies. I love playing paper Magic with my friends.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Larry. Excited to be back on the show, bringing you guys some spicy paper magic here.
My name is Randy. I'm a patron. I'm ready to just start flinging around some zombos.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead.
Yo, what's up? I am Kyle, and I'm back again, and I'm here to play a fun combo deck. I'm gonna ramp, combo, ramp some more, and combo some more. It's gonna be great.
Yay.
So with that, let's go into Roll Zero. I am playing Zozu the Punisher, mono red, and ideally I'm going to punish you for playing lands. And there's other stuff like Mana Barbs and other stuff that I want to do to continue to punish you for just doing things. And there's stuff like Price of Glory in here where if you play an instant, you destroy a land for the land that you tap. So it's all about like, I want to punish, and but it's all symmetrical. Like if I do it too, it happens. So we are going to just lose life together. He's a Goblin Warrior 2/2. Whenever land enters the battlefield, Zozu the Punisher deals 2 damage to that land's controller. So
This is how he mitigates
and
hate.
I
He's
love,
like, me too.
love the art on Zozu. I just think he looks so cool. I want Larry to see it too.
Yeah, I second that.
People on YouTube comments and patrons that have been asking me to play Zozu the Punisher forever. People talk about a budget. This deck too, I think, is around like 300s. For commander decks, it can be thousands. That's really not bad. So it's not the $100, $50 budget, but for I Hate Your Deck, that's kind of budget still.
Cool.
I think every card in here is real. A no proxy
There
deck.
we go.
But I support proxies if you guys have proxies.
Much obliged.
I'm playing Teshar, Ancestor's Apostle, 2/2 flying bird cleric for 4 CMC, and whenever you cast a historic spell, which is artifact, legendaries, and sagas, I return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. So this is an artifact-based graveyard combo deck. I'm gonna look to loop things in and out of the graveyard over and over again for value and eventually a win. Hopefully you don't land a spell shock because I don't think I can win through that or literally function at all.
Yeah, I know.
Total glass cannon filled with a bunch of draft chaff and then a couple quality pieces like Krark-Clan Ironworks and Ashnod's Altar to actually execute combos with. Yeah, probably comes in at around 150, maybe 200 bucks, something like that.
Alrighty, I'm playing Ratadrabik?
Ratatata.
Ratatata of Urubo.
A white-black creature.
White-black zombie wizard for 2 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. It has vigilance and ward 2. Other zombies you control have vigilance. Whenever another legendary creature you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not a legendary, and it's a 2/2 black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. So yeah, a lot of legendary creatures are gonna go hitting the graveyard and then just gonna be coming back as copies. And then maybe I might, if I'm feeling spicy, just bring them back as the regular one. I don't know.
And I've noticed it looks like it was printed from printer paper. It's okay, we're okay. The whole deck looks like you got a mountain. It's a mountainous deck.
Proxied.
It looks like you, no, it totally
Would you like to climb it, King Kong?
No, but just for helping people, you know. Yeah, it is King Kong. But it's good to talk about it because it helps people learn about how it's okay to have these conversations, you know. Some people might get salty, but I hear your deck, we're like, bring the proxies. Bring the good deck so we can learn from it.
I'm running Kenrith, the Returned King, who I call Kenny a lot because, you know, South Park is awesome. This is a super fast, high power combo deck that's just hyper focused on comboing and ramping. Kenny's an infinite mana outlet because Kenny's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I hate your deck.
So with that said, let's go ahead and roll to see who goes first.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Okay, we're rolling
Roll
off.
off.
Ooh.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Larry gets it. I go second.
Why you making the last?
All right, go draw 7.
I suppose it's better than last though, huh?
Yeah.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a plains and pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Mountain. Pass.
We'll draw for turn. Jetmir's Garden tapped and pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a Bright Climb Pathway, and I'll tap 1, and I'll play a Skrell Defector Might. So 1/1, legendary artifact creature, Phyrexian Might, toxic 1. This creature cannot block. White Phyrexian or 2 life, a white or 2 life. Choose a color. Another target creature you control gains toxic 1 and hexproof from that color. Till end of turn, it can't be blocked by creatures of that color this turn.
That's a whole wall of text for 1 mana.
Yes.
Untapping, upkeep, draw.
Larry in mono white.
Plaine enneigée, that is snow-covered plains. I will pass the turn.
I see you as a mono red player because of our 1v1 tournament. I will draw for turn a mountain. Tap the mountain. I will cast Aki, Blizzard Herder. Goblin Shaman, 1/1. Key text. Aki Blizzard Herder is put into the graveyard from play. Each player sacrifices a land. Ooh. So if I block and choose to die, we going to lose land. Then I pass.
I will untap and draw.
Just don't board wipe me or hurt me.
Mana Confluence. This is an instant, so I suppose I can just pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play the Swamp, and then let's tap 2 to play the Arcane Segment. Let's also play the Jeweled Lotus. Ooh. Let's sacrifice the Jeweled Lotus for all black. Tap this for a white. Play my commander. 3/3, Vigilance Ward 2. Other zombies you control have Vigilance. I'm gonna go ahead and say hello to... Let's say hi to Kenrith.
Take 1.
You did say you were a fast combo player.
Yes.
He's a fast combo player too.
Immediately he goes for you. He's like, who can I throw under the bus? Bus
No,
thrower.
I've seen
it's
Teshar
like
before.
it's as the old adage goes.
fine.
Deflection is the better part of valor.
Bring in the deflection, huh?
So stupid.
Where's the valor?
All right, untap, upkeep, draw,
Currently doesn't.
play a plains. I'll pay 3 and cast Fiend Hunter. Fiend Hunter, 1/3 human cleric. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile another target Ratatata. When Fiend Hunter leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to the battlefield under its owner's control.
So I believe that is part of a combo in Teshar.
The way this works is because these are 2 separate clauses separated by period. That's what Kyle's onto here. When this ability is on the stack, I can sacrifice Fiend Hunter, and then the second ability will resolve first. While this is in the graveyard, the first ability would resolve and exile the target of the first ability permanently.
Right, because the second ability has already triggered, thus
right,
making it so it doesn't come back.
Not currently relevant, might be down the road, like 2 turns from now.
Okay.
I pass.
Draw for turn. Play the mountain. I can cast my commander.
That is a thing you could do.
I'm gonna tap 3. I'm gonna cast Spell Shock, enchantment. Whenever any player successfully casts a spell, Spell Shock deals 2 damage to him or her.
So in response, I will be tapping a green and a blue, paying a life from Mana Confluence, and attempting to cast a Growth Spiral. 'Cause
Priority.
I don't want to take 2 from Spell Shock.
Priority. You got it. Viral.
Growth Spiral reads, draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. So I will draw a card, and I will play a swamp off of the Growth Spiral trigger.
I said, this deck will punish you for everything.
Spell Shock is good.
Continue welcoming to you to the show, I hate your deck. And I'll hit you for one.
I will take the 1.
Not
I'll
Cookie
untap. I'll draw. I will play this here mountain. 1, 2. I will cast this Felwar Stone. Take 2 from the Spell Shock. Let's cast
Mono red thing.
a Phyrexian Altar.
Oh,
No.
Not a combo piece.
Definitely. With that, I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. All right, let's play Plains. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Let's tap Arcane Signet for black, swamp, Sheldred. 4/5 Death Touch. Whenever I draw a card, I gain a life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose a life. I take 2.
So casual. Children.
Sheldred.
He'll get 2 Sheldreds if we kill it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait.
It's like, what?
I'm gonna pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw, losing 2.
Hey, this is how quick games happen.
Pay 3, cast a blasting station.
Fast games.
Tap, sacrifice a creature. Blasting Station deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Whenever a creature comes into play, you may untap Blasting Station. I'll take 2 life from Spell Shock.
That is definitely a combo piece.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but it might help police the board a little bit.
I feel like I'm just anarchy.
I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw.
Lose 2.
Lose 2 for drawing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so on it.
Yeah, no, everybody's gonna get hurt.
You're hurting us. He's hurting us. I'm not doing anything. I'm just hurting myself. Got a Mana Confluence.
I will play a Darksteel Citadel, which happens to be an indestructible colorless land.
Wipe the board.
Please do.
Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Zozu's been a requested commander for a long time from people on YouTube and patrons. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Zozu.
Sounds good.
Spell Shock doesn't
Zozu
affect
on
you.
the stack, it will hit me, yes. So on, this is a successfully cast a spell. So whenever land enters the battlefield, 2 damage, and I lose 2 to my Spell Shock. We're all in this together.
Sure.
And pass the turn.
I'll untap.
Prior to your draw step, I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice this Fiend Hunter. I'm
So
gonna
that
ping
makes
this
everyone
dude.
sack a land.
Yeah,
Okay. That
We're all
sucks.
sacking a land.
this comes back into play.
I'm gonna tap and float a red.
So we're all sacking the land.
I guess I will sacrifice Darksteel Citadel.
All right.
Okay.
So this dies, yeah?
I can do it my untap.
Yep.
I'll untap. I'll draw. There's a trigger, right?
Yep. 2.
Okay, I'll take 2.
Enjoy.
Thanks. I'll play this land. I'll take 2. And I'll play Kenny. Take 2. God damn. I'm at half my life total already. I'll
Children.
pass.
Children.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Hey, look, I gained 2.
Oh, sorry, I untap Blasting Station.
Oh, because Kenrith is
Yeah.
any creature?
Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, comes into play, you may untap Blasting Station.
That's wild.
I like Blasting Station.
That's a good card. Just like Grinding Station. Is there a third one?
There is an entire series of 4 that interact together.
Right.
I'm gonna play Bajuka Bog, your graveyard.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
Take 2 from
Yes.
Bajuka Bog.
I will. And then I'll take 2 more. I'm gonna tap 2 to then play Wayward Servant. 2/2 zombie. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life.
Oh, you know what? I was wrong. He won't get 2 Sheldreds, but he'll keep it. It'll just become a 2/2 zombie.
Pass the turn. Did I lose my 2 life? No, I didn't.
For what?
There you go.
For the cast.
For my cast.
Moving to my turn, I untap, upkeep, draw, losing 2. Oh, hey, look at that. That's good. I'll go ahead and play a Plains, losing 2. I'll pay 2 and cast Silver Chase Fox. It is a 2/2 fox. It is also adorable.
Yes.
Look at this guy. And I can pay a white and a generic, sacrifice Silver Chase Fox, and exile target enchantment. Be careful in your hunt. The clever little creature can steal your wards and lead you right into the werewolf's den.
I'm enjoying this.
Did you
Oh,
take
Can't wait to do it.
naturally, I can do it at instant speed.
Yeah?
In all likelihood, on not my
Yeah,
turn.
you're not gonna do that now.
Yeah, probably not. But you know what? I feel like everybody wants to see the Spell Shock gone to such an extent that I could just like keep it here and nobody would kill it. Maybe except you.
Yeah, spell shot gone good with me. Kenrith gonna say what Kenrith want to say.
They killed
Okay, I'm gonna pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Play a mountain.
Take 2.
So if I swing out at Lynch, would you be willing to blow it up?
Maybe.
I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm gonna cast Tectonic Instability. Whenever a land comes into play, tap all lands its controller controls.
Ooh.
So now I can give you other things to think about, and that will trigger Spell Shock. I will lose 2 life.
I remember that card on the show.
I do
Yes.
too. I think this warns me to swing out at him.
I will pass a turn.
I will untap, upkeep, no triggers, draw. There is 1 trigger. Take 2.
Children.
Yay.
Remember, I'm not the problem, that thing is.
This just got me thinking though, dude.
What's
Like,
up?
You could use Ghost Quarter on somebody else's land, because this is whenever a land ETBs and then tap them out.
Unlike their upkeep or something. I will take 1 from the Mana Confluence and cast Training Grounds, taking 2 from the Spell Shock. So Spell Shock says, activated abilities of creatures you control cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the amount of mana an ability costs to activate to less than 1 mana.
Are there any responses to Training Grounds?
I'm gonna use this to be gaining life, just saying. Do what you will with that.
So you're passing priority.
I have no response to Training Grounds on
No
the stack.
response.
Pass.
Passing with mana open and not playing a land.
Yes.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Gain 2.
Yes.
38.
Let's tap 2, and let's play a Zulaport Cutthroat. 1/1, human rogue ally. Whenever Zulaport Cutthroat or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain life. I lose 2 life from Spell Shock. Going to combat. Lynch, hello.
What do you give me for 6?
I'm hitting you for 5.
5.
One of them is a 1 toxic.
So you get 1 infect. Prior to the end of the turn, pay 2 and sacrifice Silver Chase Fox to exile Training Grounds.
In response,
Sure.
you have priority first.
I pass priority.
I will cast Entomb. Responses?
Cast Entomb in response.
Yes.
You
You're
will lose
losing
2
2
life.
Thank you.
Spell Shock.
Am I good to Entomb?
I have no response.
I have no response.
Yeah.
Okay, well if there's no game actions, I win. Peregrine Drake goes to graveyard. So I can pay 3, one of it being black with a swamp, to reanimate Peregrine Drake.
Does anybody have a response to reanimating Peregrine Drake?
No.
Peregrine Drake will enter, trigger on the stack. Anyone have?
No, what to do?
So it untaps. When Peregrine Drake enters the battlefield, untap up to 5 lands.
Yep.
So I untap 4 lands.
Correct.
I can then sack Peregrine Drake to Phyrexian Altar, and then that gives me 1 black mana. I'll pay 2 and reanimate Peregrine Drake, floating a black. It costs 3 with Kenrith. I now have infinite mana, yes, I demonstrate infinite. I make you all draw a billion cards with Kenrith. 3 and a blue, target player draws a card. I can make you each draw a billion cards on the stack, and you'll draw yourselves out.
You tapped a black.
Yeah, no. I
cast
sack this.
Entomb,
I
lost
sack this for
2.
blue. I tap 3, one of it being black. Reanimate this. Untap 3. Sack for a blue. Tap 3. Reanimate this. Untap 3.
How much are you netting?
1 blue each time. I sack this to Phyrexian Altar for a single blue mana, and it costs 3 mana to reanimate. I tap for black 1 and 1 to reanimate it, which untaps up to 5 lands. I'll
it's
untap
5
these
to do
3
it, but it's 3 to do it.
because it's 2 less to
So
cast.
you're
from
able to
Training
net
Grounds.
1 mana.
I'm gonna make you draw, and then in response, make you draw, and then in response, make you draw. So there'll be a billion draws on the stack. But every draw will be on the stack, so even if you get rid of Kenrith or the Drake, they'll all still go through. Since Peregrine Drake is on board and this is an instant speed interaction, anything you try and do, I can respond by restarting the loop.
You haven't drawn any cards.
Yeah.
Will gain.
He'll have he'll get X life, or X is 2 plus the number of cards in his deck, but then he'll draw himself out, so life doesn't matter.
Pretty sure I just lose.
I think we can just say we just quickly just go again then with a different game. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be able to Ruby Medallion. I only have 1 land, so I don't think I don't have any answers. So if that is a legit loop, which it sounded like it was to me, I think that's game, right? Then we just shuffle up and try again. You are a fast combo deck. I think we see who the threat is, right?
Yeah, that's why I blew up that enchantment instead of the one that was stopping me.
All right, let's roll to see who goes first.
Let's go. 1. I love it.
3. Oh, he's
Last
going
again.
Last again.
Let's get our 7.
All right, here we go. Turn 1, untap, upkeep, draw, planes, and I'll pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Jeweled Lotus. Crack it.
Come on.
Guess who's back? Back again. Tell your friend. Zozu's on the stack. Is he fully back?
Unfortunately, I have no responses to
No
that.
response. Hits the battlefield. And just because I want to show the good faith of the table, play my land afterwards. And take 2 life.
I will untap nothing, no upkeep triggers, and I will draw for turn. Let's play this The World Tree and take 2. I love saying that. I'm gonna play this The World Tree. I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. So let's play Godless Shrine. I'll just take the 2 from that, and I'm not gonna bolt myself. I'm done.
I like how you're getting bolted without bolting.
Right?
Keep draw. Play a plains, taking 2. I'll pay 2 mana and cast Oswald Fiddlebender. Legendary creature, Gnome Artificer, has the ability Magical Tinkering. Pay a white and tap him, sacrifice an artifact. That is the cost. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed artifact's mana value. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Activate only as a sorcery. So if I sack a 2-drop, I can only get a 3-drop, but it comes directly into play.
It's like birthing pod before artifacts, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
You know. Pass.
Draw for turn. Play mountain. Take 2. Hit you for 2.
I take 2 and 2 Sozu damage.
Mono red. Pass.
I'll untap. I will draw for turn. My fetch lands are not looking so good. I will play a Misty Rainforest. 1, 2. Play Llanowar Elves. Look at him, he's so cute. I'll pass.
Fetch
Untap,
lands.
upkeep,
Brutality.
I know, right?
Let's hit Command Tower. There's 2. Play a Mana Crypt. Let's hurt myself even more. Then I'm gonna go ahead and tap 2 colorless and these 2 to play Rattata. Everywhere board.
Rattata.
Rattata.
Rattata's just better.
Yeah, it's always better. Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a plains. I lost 2 life. That's correct. Pay
Kill the
2.
combo player
Lucky.
first.
He's playing combo 2. He's playing combo 2.
I'm not.
There are multiple combo
Yeah,
decks.
that's why
I'm
I'm
playing
you.
we.
Yeah. We
I'll
take
pay
it.
2 and cast Lesser Masticore. As
In
an additional
response-
cost to cast the spell, I have to discard a card. That card will be
Lesser
Hedron
Masticore.
Caller. Pay 4. Lesser Masticore deals 1 damage to target creature, and it also has Persist.
In response, I'm just gonna crack the Misty so I don't forget, and I'll take 3 because of Sozu.
Who's the mono red?
I hate this.
So your land is ET being tapped.
Okay, it's gonna be a Triome.
I will pay 1 and activate Oswald's ability, sacrificing the Lesser Masticore. It comes back with a -1/-1 counter from Persist.
Very nice.
And I search my library for a 3 CMC artifact and put it directly into play.
I have a -1 counter.
Fancy tech. I will get a Indotha Triome. It is a plain swamp forest.
And you already took the life loss.
I did do that.
So I'll get a Scrap Trawler into play. Whenever Scrap Trawler or another artifact I control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return to my hand target artifact card in my graveyard with lesser converted mana cost. I will go ahead and pass the turn after that.
More combo pieces.
Untap.
He might go faster than I do this game.
Draw for turn. Play a land. Swing at you again for 2.
1, 2, 1, 2.
And I also need to lose 2 life because I played a land. Then that's it. I pass the turn.
I'll untap. I'll draw for turn. Let's shock a breeding pool, take 4. Tap 2.
You just lost 4 life.
Yes. And I'm gonna lose another 4 because
So
I'm
you're at
going to
29.
play Explosive Vegetation. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield, tap, and then shuffle your library. And I'll pass while I'm searching.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Mana Crypt.
You're right. Okay, sorry.
Odds you're safe.
Hey, yo! Thank you.
All right, now draw.
Now I draw. Thank you. Let's go Phyrexian Tower, lose 2. 2, 3 for Phyrexian Altar. Mr. Kenny Boy is going to take 3, Commander.
And I'll take Ratadrabik damage, which will be the
Yeah.
skull.
I'll pass.
Cool.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Snow-Covered Plains, taking 2 damages. I'll tap Oswald, sacrificing Lesser Masticore, getting a 3-drop artifact.
I'm thinking.
Don't think too hard. You might burst a vessel.
Kidding me? Maybe.
I might only get 1 more turn.
I get Ashnod's Altar into play.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, he might just have it. I suppose it depends on what's in his hand.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get there on
I think
this
he needs like a
board.
junk diver and a mirror retriever to do it.
And you don't know the budget Teshar combo.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of trash artifacts.
Then most of them draw cards, so it's lots of draft, which is actually pretty nice. Because you can build the deck super powerful for super cheap.
Okay, I'll sack Oswald, generate 2 mana. Sack Scrap Trawler, generate 2 mana. Return Lesser Masticore from my graveyard to my hand. Whenever Scrap Trawler or another artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return to your hand target artifact card in your graveyard with lesser converted mana cost. I'll tap a white and then use 3 of this mana down to 1 to cast my commander. Teshar, Ancestor's Apostle, 2/2 flying. When you cast a historic spell, return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Responses?
No response.
No responses.
Okay, hits play. I have 1 remaining generic mana floating. I will cast Chromatic Star with that 1 mana. On cast, since I cast a historic spell, I return target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. It'll be Scrap Trawler. I'll tap a white mana to sacrifice Chromatic Star, generating 1 white mana and drawing a card. I'll sacrifice Scrap Trawler to generate 2 colorless mana and return Chromatic Star from my graveyard to my hand. I'll use 1 generic to cast Chromatic Star, returning Scrap Trawler, 1 generic here.
With the Teshar's ability.
With the Teshar ability, because I'm casting a historic card. I use this 1 mana, sacrifice Chromatic Star, make another white mana, draw another card. Then I sacrifice Scrap Trawler, get Chromatic Star back, have 2 mana in my pool. Chromatic Star back to my hand, I use the 2 mana, so I'm going mana positive on white mana, looping this, and drawing a card every time. How do I win?
Yeah.
I'm gaining mana here, so I'll have no problem casting a spell. And
Demonstrated the loop.
yes, and from here I draw, and I'll show you the win conditions. There's multiple win conditions I could do here. Relic Vial. Pay 2, sacrifice a creature, draw a card. As long as you control a cleric, Relic Vial has, whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Teshar is a bird cleric.
That's wild.
I could just draw until I hit Ornithopter and then do this loop with Ornithopter,
Right.
and I don't have to draw cards to risk decking myself. The Relic Vial just does it that way.
Yep.
Any artifact creature that costs 1 mana, I'm going mana positive here with Scrap Trawler and Ashnod's Altar. I don't even need to draw. I can just sack Scrap Trawler, return Chromatic Star, and now cast Ornithopter, getting back Scrap Trawler.
There it is.
Sack Ornithopter, sack Scrap Trawler, getting back Ornithopter, cast Ornithopter, getting back Scrap Trawler, rinse and repeat and drain you guys all along the way.
Yeah.
This is the key to the combo. It's either this or
No, I know that.
this.
The Clark clan works.
Yeah, those are the 2 keys to the combo. If I don't have either of these, then I need a sack outlet for free and cost reduction.
Yeah, so we all die to your infinite loop with the Relic Veil being the MVP here. And you got the Ornithopter out there. Let's do it again.
I'm totally down.
Let's just do a
Double
quick third.
feature.
It's a triple feature, but it might be really interesting to have on your deck where you get to see how these decks do differently. Now, see, if I had Spell Shock, you wouldn't be able to do that.
No.
Spell Shock prevented that loop.
So I would have won in 2 turns with my combo, but it was a little slow, unfortunately.
Yeah, these were like ridiculously fast games.
Yeah, I know,
like
right?
nobody even got set up or nothing, dude. This deck is such a glass cannon, and I think people think it's less threatening than it is because they see cards like Lesser Masticore.
Right.
And this is a hot piece of trash, but
It's not.
within this shell, Lesser Masticore's a house, dude.
Yeah.
Persist for 2 sacrifices, like.
Hey, we got to roll to see who goes first, right? Or what are we
Here we go.
roll?
We go.
Wow.
2.
5.
You're kidding me.
Wow.
Wow, Larry.
Larry's on fire today.
Good dice rolling.
Okay, Larry is going to keep greedily.
I will keep.
Kyle is going to keep.
Keep.
All right, here we go. Untap, upkeep, draw, planes, Soul Ring, Milliken. Milliken is a 0/1 construct. Tap to put the top card of my library into my graveyard and add 1 generic to my mana pool.
So the Milliken mills you?
Bro, this card's so sick in this deck.
I assume so.
Yes, I pass.
Draw for turn.
It's 2 mana, taps for 1 mana, and it puts cards in your
Mountain
graveyard.
Pass.
I'll draw. Zayator's Proving Ground and pass. It is a swamp mountain forest.
Play Command Tower, tap 1 to play Soul Ring, and I'll pass.
2 soul rings.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Better than 1 Soul Ring is 2.
I'll play a Plains as my land for turn. I'll pay 3 and cast a Sky Scanner, drawing a card. And then I'll pay 2, making a generic and milling the top card of my library. It is a Miria of the Sky Ruin. I'll use that 2 mana to cast Oswald Fiddlebender.
We're in danger, guys.
Pay a white, tap, sacrifice an artifact, search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice artifact's mana value, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Activate only as a sorcery. I pass the turn.
Whoever cut his deck, I blame you for this. And I'll play a land. Tap
Spell
2.
shock?
I drew Ecky Blizzard Herder. So if he's put in the graveyard and play again, you guys will sacrifice. Pass the
Dope.
turn.
Literally does
Dope,
not hurt him
dope,
at all.
dope.
I'll untap.
I swear there's
I'll draw
more
for
cards
turn.
in this deck.
Play an exotic orchard, and I will tap for 2 generic for a thought vessel, and I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's tap 3. Play Yahenni. 2 colorless, 1 black, Yahenni. 2/2 haste. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Yahenni. Undying Partisan. Sacrifice another creature. Yahenni gains indestructible to end a turn. And then I'm going to play Orzhov Basilica, mounting the command tower, and Yahenni, going this
Okay,
way.
yeah, hey, I take 2.
Okay, done. Go.
Speed
Untap.
magic, we got it.
Upkeep.
I think you might win again.
Draw. I might. Oh. I think I might win right now.
I'm just confused as how this was a greedy keep.
I had 1 land and then top decked running lands.
What good running?
I'll tap Millikin to make a mana, milling the top card of my bong.
All right, that's it.
The
We're done.
rich get richer. I'll use that 1 mana and then 3 more and cast my commander, Teshar.
Holy crap, man.
Same
What
song,
good
different
running. Jesus Christ.
Cast an Ornithopter for free.
Same song,
Wow.
different tune.
Yeah, that was the top deck.
Okay.
Getting back Scrap Trawler.
That good top deck.
I'll tap Oswald and sacrifice Millikin. Yeah, getting Ashnod's Altar. It has to be 3 exactly because it's 1 more than the CMC of the
it's
card
1
I sacrificed.
more.
I'm good to just scoop to this because we just demonstrated
Yeah,
the
we just saw
combo.
this.
Yeah, I have Sky Scanner here.
You get
Sure.
infinite mana and then you can loop Sky Scanner and Ornithopter.
Scrap Trawler can just stay in play. I sacrifice
Yeah,
Ornithopter, I make 2 mana, right? I sacrifice Sky Scanner, I make 2 mana. That returns Ornithopter to my hand with the Scrap Trawler. I cast Ornithopter for free, that returns Sky Scanner. I'm still mana positive, and I've drawn a card. Now I can repeat the loop, sacrificing up to 8 mana, get back Ornithopter from the Scrap Trawler trigger off of Sky Scanner dying, boom. Get them back again, draw another card.
This is the same song, different tune.
Yes.
So you're basically gonna do it again until you get to another card like
another
Relic
win
Vial.
con.
As soon as he
Yeah.
hits Relic
Yeah.
Vial, he just loops the 2 and we all die.
Relic Vial, Walking Ballista, whatever. I draw my library and then
Yes.
you know, at that point I'm making infinite mana. I don't have to
That
draw.
was really fast.
Yeah. It's
That-
funny.
that
I had
was-
Nature's Claim in hand. I'm like, there's no way he can do it. Because I had the 2
You know
mana
what?
ramp.
Let's do it. This was so fast. I think it really fun. Let's try one fast one. It's so quick. It's so quick. Let's see it. Let's see it. Because he's almost
We're
covering you do.
sticking with the same
And then it
decks?
really, yes.
Infinite mana.
Let's roll. Let's see who goes first. How am I getting 1 again?
Roll again.
He still beat you with a 5.
I want to cry.
Drawing super cool Kamigawa Plains, pass.
Draw for
I
turn.
love those. Nice.
Tap it. Elixir of Immortality. Yeah, I'm going CDH, baby.
Can this
all you.
target a graveyard? No. That'd be sweet.
I'll untap and draw. Mana Confluence. Tap it, lose a life, and drop this Finhorn Elves and pass.
Tap up, keep draw. Let's play a Marsh Flats. Let's crack it. Let's lose life. Do I have a turn 1 play? I don't. Go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Plains, paying 2, casting a Hedron Crawler. 0/1 construct, tap it to add a generic to my mana pool. It's endearing in a mystical, pointy sort of way.
That's awesome flavor text.
Untap. Draw. Land. Ah, that's it. Pass.
Untap.
Paradise.
Draw. So I'm gonna play an island. I'm gonna tap 2 mana, losing a life, cast a Thought Vessel, and then tap 2 more mana and cast a Bloom Tender. And say go.
Because I'm not happy with my draws, I'm gonna pay 2, tap this, because these games have been so fast, gain 5 life, and shuffle this in here to just shuffle up my deck.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Fetid Heath. Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a Plains, and then I'll pay 3 and cast a Filigree Familiar. When it enters the battlefield, I gain 2 life. When it dies, I draw a card.
Untap. Draw for turn. Play a mountain. Sure. Let's do it. Zozu's back out. Let's do it. Come on.
Here we go.
Here we go, Zozu, here we go.
I'll untap. I'll draw. I will play this Zytor's Proving Ground, take
I
2,
hurt both of you guys.
tap 5 for Kenrith. I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Time to move to death phase.
Caves of Kelios. Lose 2 life. Pass turn, go.
Kenrith's a
You
drug.
cast your combo outlet, Commander. I feel like it's combo time, no? Yeah. I mean, you know when I cast a Teshar, it's combo time.
The little dog Kenrith.
I I love the way you just said that. You know, when I cast Teshar, it's combo time.
I mean, I wouldn't leave him out there to just get removed. Like, there's no point.
That's
not
what,
a-
that's what I
ain't no
do
value
with
piece.
Zozu. I'm
I
like,
did-
Get out
hold
there
your
and
ground.
hurt people, you know?
And hold your ground as much as you can, buddy. Just hold your ground.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Ghost Quarter as my land for turn, losing 2.
Oh, I should have lost one from the Mana Confluence.
Pay 2 and cast a Charming Prince. When it enters the battlefield, I choose 1. I will choose to scry 2. The other options are you gain 3 life and exile another target creature you own. Return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. So I will scry 2.
Who do we think is going to combo first?
1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Then I'll pay 2 and cast an Altar of Dementia. Sacrifice outlet, it has sacrifice a creature. Target player puts a number of cards equal to the sacrifice creature's power from the top of their library into their graveyard. I will then pass the turn.
Untap, draw, play land. Tap 3 red, cast Geomancer's Gambit, destroy target land. I'll target your Mana Confluence into its all colors. Its controller may search the library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield, then shuffle the library, and I get to draw a card. Dude, I have a shuffling problem.
You do.
Yeah, so I run 2 of each basic for exactly this reason. Stuff like Ghost Quarter, Beseiju.
So Randy, you're the only one I can hit, so I'll hit you for 2.
Oh, when a land comes into play, though, I lose 2 from Zozu.
Yep, pass turn.
I'll untap. I will draw. Let's play this Jetmir's Garden. Take 2. I will tap a green and a blue. Cast a Growth Spiral. Draw a card. Drop a Sparta's Headquarters. Take 2. 1, 2, and 3. Play a Feyburrow Elder. It does the same thing as Bloom Tender, but it's a 2/2 because I have white and green. I think I'm just gonna hold them back for blocks and say pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's play a Swamp. Let's tap 4. Let's play a Ratata if it would work. I'm a pass turn.
Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a. I have a sack outlet, but I need free spells.
That's
Untap,
fair, yeah.
upkeep, draw. I'll sacrifice Filigree Familiar. So sacrifice a creature is the cost. So when I pay the cost, this guy dies and I draw a card, then I will mill 2.
You can target anybody.
Yeah, I want to mill myself.
For sure.
So milling 1, 2, Scrapyard Recombiner in my graveyard. I will sacrifice Charming Prince to mill myself for 2. Koldatha Forge Master and a Plains. Forge Manager is my jam.
You know how to use them.
I like that, dude. I feel like I have to try to win now.
Meanwhile, Lich and I are playing Fair Balanced Magic over here.
I'll pay 2 and cast Milligan. Then I'll pay 3 and cast a Junk Diver.
Ah, shoot.
When it dies, I return another target artifact from my graveyard to my hand.
It is a 1/1.
I will pass the turn.
Wow, untap, draw for turn. So I'll play a land, hurt myself for 2. So I can tap 4, and I can cast Stranglehold. It's an enchantment. Your opponents can't search libraries, and if the opponent would begin an extra turn, that player skips that turn instead. Okay, I'll swing at Larry, because he can't kill me yet. Swing at you for 2, Larry.
Don't care. Take 2. Angry Goblin.
Fiery Goblin. Then I pass the turn.
I'll untap. I will draw for turn.
This has been a nutty little fun kind of way to see decks.
Zagoth Trio.
Yeah,
Take
little
2.
speed rounds.
Well, I found the first half of my combo for Phyrexian Altar. I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
This is the furthest we've gotten so far with these decks. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands in play.
Phyrexian Tower.
Lose 2 life.
Yep. For 5. Let's go Incarnation Technique. Sorcery, demonstrate. Whenever you cast a spell, you may copy it. If you do, choose an opponent to also copy it. Mill 5 cards, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, targeting you.
So what are we doing?
We are milling the top 5 cards of our library, and then if there's a creature card among them.
It doesn't happen at the same time. He does it first, and then you'll do it twice.
Yeah.
Which is important in case he gets something that like hoses,
Okay,
enters or something.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Please don't tell me you whiffed. 5. You whiffed.
Whiffed.
So I go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good.
Dahlia
It's okay.
enters the battlefield. First strike, 2/1. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast.
Yeah, that hurts him.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ooh.
5. Here we go. Flying Vigilance. Activated abilities of creatures your opponents control can't be activated. John and Olivia have activated abilities of all creatures your opponents control. You may spend mana as though it were in color to activate these abilities.
So all my mana dorks stopped tapping for mana.
Correct.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
Put these paperweights over here.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying here.
This is
Maybe
why
you do.
stacks pieces work, dude, because I can't do it now.
That really hurts.
So there's that. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. Commander's gonna come over this way.
I will definitely be blocking with Junk Diver.
Okay.
And then sacrificing Junk Diver to Altar of Dementia, targeting myself. When Junk Diver dies, as part of paying the cost of the Altar of Dementia, I'll return Joyer's Familiar from my graveyard to my hand, and then the Altar trigger will resolve, and I'll mill Mannequin. Didn't want you, no way.
Your move.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a Plains, take 2, a 4, and cast Joyer's Familiar. 2/2 flying artifact creature bird. Historic spells I cast cost 1 less to cast.
You want to see what I can do?
I'll pass. What, make colorless mana?
No, I can
Kill
probably copy it. Make 2 of them.
Untap. Draw for turn. I'm gonna play a land. Lose 2 life. All right, I'll tap 5. And instead I'll cast Burning Earth. Whenever a player taps a non-basic land for mana, Burning Earth deals 1 damage to that player. I will keep the mono red hate going because that's what mono red does. I'm gonna pass.
I will untap, upkeep, I will draw, I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a Tainted Field.
Lose 2 life.
I'll take 2. Oh, okay, this is gonna be fun actually. I'm going to tap Phyrexian Tower, sacrificing Dahlia. That's gonna become
You take 1. Did you take 1 from tapping?
I'm gonna take 1, yep.
Or is it just tap it for mana?
That's
Tap
tapping it for mana.
Yeah, I'm tapping it for mana still.
Okay.
And then I'll lose 1, 2, 3, 4 more to play Elish Norn. Responses?
I have a response. I have several. I'll sacrifice these 2 to mill nothing, and I'll sacrifice Joyer's Familiar to mill myself for 2. Workshop Assistant and a Mindless Automaton to my graveyard.
Sad response. Not be able to do anything.
I will tap 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I will Otawara the Drawn Element Vala.
So it's what, bouncing it?
Bouncing it, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's pay 1 and a green, put a +1/+1 counter on Bloom Tender. Pay 1, a green and a white, put another counter on Bloom Tender. Pay a green and 1, put a counter on the Fabro Elder. And then I'll tap this for 2 and I'll put a counter on. And I will sack, oh, I should have lost 1 more life from tapping the 4th. I will sack the Finhorn Elves to gain 5. Because I sack it for white and I can put that into Kenrith with the 2 mana from the Fabro
Okay.
Elder.
So Zozu dies?
Yeah, Zozu dice.
And my creatures are 1/1s.
Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Dude, Elish is a beast.
I'm just happy I had that Otawara to slightly get around it.
I'll pay 3 and cast Cloister Gargoyle. 0/4 artifact creature. When it enters the battlefield, I venture into the dungeon. As long as I've completed a dungeon, Cloister Gargoyle gets +3/+0 and has Lying.
Which dungeon are you going into, Larry?
I'm gonna tell you right now, Mike.
I'm excited to find out.
Venture into the dungeon. Said dungeon will be Lost Mine of Fendelver. When I do, I scry 1. I will get that scry. Okay, sure. Pass.
Untap, draw for turn. I'll play a land, don't get hurt. 4 for a Darksteel Ingot. Indestructible, 1 mana of any color. Then I'll tap 4. I have 3 lands, 5, 6, 7. And I'll cast Orskill Guardian. Flying Haste is now a 2/2 because of freaking Elish Norn. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each land card in my graveyard, and I had 3 lands. He's got stuff, so I'll hit him for 2 in the air.
I will declare no blocks and take 2.
I will pass.
I will draw for turn. Yeah, I'll play a shock land. Gives me 12 mana. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of it being blue, I'll draw a card off Kenrith.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gain 1 off the Sparta's headquarters. I'll draw a card with Kenrith. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of it being blue, I'll draw a card off Kenrith. I just top decked 2 lands and a mana rock.
Look at me, player. Welcome to the club.
Larry's like, hi, I've been shut down.
I've been shut down too.
Are you passing?
Yes, I
So
will
let's just
pass.
keep it quick.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Well, I don't get hit for that anymore. So there's that.
You hit for tapping it though.
Yeah, I know I do. I'm gonna go ahead and tap 3. They're all non-basics. Yep, I'll take 3. Demonic Tutor.
Cancer.
Ah, there's a
Cancer,
stranglehold.
cancer,
of
cancer.
it.
Oh, you're right.
Cancer.
Oh, I'm taking a take back for that one then.
Take backs.
I deserve this.
You even kept pointing how great it was of stopping him, and then you did it yourself.
Yep, I did it myself.
you know.
But Stranglehold?
Continue your play pattern.
Let's go to 4. Step 4.
I got you.
John on Lovato.
You bounce it to his hand.
Yeah.
Right?
In response, no, yes, I got no response to that.
I will pass the turn. You are up.
Are you not attacking?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Crap. Okay, Elish Norn, Rabik. So these two swinging at you. Both have
All right.
vigilance. 4-7 and 5-5.
I'll go to 10.
My turn.
Yes.
Untap.
Oh.
Pay 2 and cast Soul Guide Lantern. Look at when it enters the battlefield, exile target card from a graveyard.
I have got Finn Hornelves, Growth Spiral, and 2 lands.
Take a pick.
Deuces Stalia. That gets exiled on ETB. Soul Guide Lantern. Artifact, when it enters the battlefield, exile target card from a graveyard. Tap, sacrifice Soul Guide Lantern, exile each opponent's graveyard. Pay 1 and tap, sacrifice Soul Guide Lantern, draw a card. I paid 2 for it to satisfy the Stalia attacks.
Yes.
A pass.
Untap. Let's do this.
I don't know how I get out of this. I have to draw.
Draw a board wipe.
I don't.
And then
run
another
wipes.
board wipe.
I don't think I run. Yeah, I don't think I run 2 board wipes in here. What can I draw? Zakama doesn't help me. Team Safety doesn't help me. Pregame doesn't help me. I mean, like Dead Eye Navigator doesn't help me. Atraxa would help me.
All right, I'll play a land. Tap 5. Attacks. Thran Dynamo. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tectonic Hellion. Haste. Whenever he attacks, each player controls the most lands, sacrifices 2. Spoiler alert, I have the most lands.
Yes, please swing.
Prior to attacks, I'll Ghost Quarter one of your mountains.
What does that do? Just kills it?
Well, oh, your
Well, no.
opponents can't search libraries. Okay.
You want to take backsies?
No, I'm not about taking shots. I
It
ain't
goes
care.
right back into play.
Yeah, you just get another one.
Well, at least
I
get
thought
to
for a
shuffle.
second you couldn't search libraries either, but I'm a.
So it goes into play.
Oh,
taps.
wait a minute. May. Its controller may search his or her library for a basic land.
I'm not gonna search, but I did look at my cards, so I do a little shuffle.
I'm down for this.
Yeah, okay. So I'll hit you with the Tectonic Hellion.
On attacks, everyone who has the most lands sacks 2 lands.
So we sack 2 lands.
Yeah, let's get rid of these 2.
Seems reasonable. Wow, dude, Ghost Quarter was a 6 for 1.
Yeah, nice job.
Go, Ghost Quarter. Yeah, I take 6. Down to 30.
Ship it. Tap
I'll
deck.
untap, I'll draw. You know, it's funny, if you had kept your Cabal coffers,
Yo, I hate this.
I literally only played that to annoy him.
I hate this so much. You know what?
He's had it sitting in hand for like 3 turns.
No, I just drew it.
Okay.
Yeah, tap 2 basics to play this Felwar Stone. I'll pass.
Untap,
I'm not
I
doing
keep
it.
draw. I'll have to lose 2 life here.
Yeah,
Losing 2 life.
Lose 2 life.
Okay.
you can also reanimate your crap.
Wayward Servant.
Wow, he's back.
Then tap 2. 1, 2, 3.
Takes
Yeah.
2.
I'll take 2. What is hurting me?
You're the one hurting others.
Basics.
Lauren, the third path of the third path. When it ETBs, I can
You're
destroy
such a
up to
low
1
life.
target artifact or enchantment. I'm actually kind of tempted to get rid of that. Lauren of the third path is going to ETB, destroying Phyrexian Altar. I'm gonna enter combat. These 3 are gonna swing at, okay, these 3 are gonna swing at you.
Okay, how much is it?
14, yeah.
15, 14.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I played a planes. I'm gonna pass the turn.
Ouch.
Tough sledding here.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. Tap the Thran Dynamo for 3. This for 1 red. Blood Moon. Non-basic lands are mountains. Non-basic lands
fine.
are mountains.
This is fine, actually.
I can't do shit anyways, so like, you know, whatever.
Oh, gee, bud. Sounds like you need a blocker there, eh?
Sounds like I need a blocker day. Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, guy. Let's, can I have some blockers too?
I'll pass the turn.
Old Randy's gonna come over here and kick my ass.
I might.
I think you're on the way.
I can't search. Pass.
It also costs 1 more.
Why are you casting it then?
But I'm not gonna wait. I mean,
He's trying to flex,
I'll
dude.
pass.
He's trying to flex.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
There's
I
like
would too.
0 difference, 0
Untap,
point.
upkeep, draw. These 2 coming over this way. Dahlia going that way. You know what? Let's make it these 3 at you. This one at you.
I'll block these 2 because I can't block Tron of the Ball.
Okay, lose 5.
I go to 5.
I'll just take 4.
This one's tapped now because it doesn't have vigilance.
Yes, it does.
You gotta keep the fight going.
Other zombies you control have vigilance.
Oh, you're right. Okay, never mind. I lied to you.
Savage.
I know.
That is so brutal.
Go. Draw a card. You and I draw a card.
Draw a card.
Isolated chapel enters the battlefield. I can't utilize it at all. Sucks. I'm kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the turn.
I've been thinking of
Untap, upkeep, draw. Hey, a spell I can cast. It's called Marble Diamond. Pass.
I untap.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. Well, okay, I'll cast it first so we can get people to breathe. Thurian Dynamo for 3. Darksteel for 1. Another 3 red. Wake of Destruction. Destroy target land and all lands with the same name as that land.
So if you
So
target,
if I were to target a plains, all the plains in the whole board would be destroyed.
that is correct.
I could blow up all the plains, send you to the Stone Age, but right now the problem is Randy.
So,
So I think I'm gonna have to just blow up the swamp. All right, pass turn.
I'll upkeep. I'll draw. See, this is the problem with playing. I'm playing a bunch of like white and black decks and red decks. I can't tap for my colors with stupid Fillwar Stone.
Nobody
I'll
else
pass.
is cheating and playing blue like me.
untap, upkeep, draw. Hey, look, a swamp. Draw card.
Rad.
I want to draw.
No. 5/5 going that way. 5/6 going that way in the air. These 3 going at.
All these dudes have vigilance, dude.
Yes.
This guy has vigilance too.
Yes, it does.
I have no power
Oh yeah.
on board.
These 4 going. Sorry.
Okay, joke's on you. Cast, copy, and extort 21 times. Path to Exile.
Cool.
I'm kidding.
Show
I
me.
take 4, 8, 8 and 5, 13, 13 and 4, 17. Oh,
This one kills him.
okay.
I mean, I'm gonna attempt to T-Prod.
Teferi's Prophylactic on the stack.
I got nothing for it.
Teferi's Protection. Thank you.
T-Prod.
Read it.
Okay.
Until your next turn, your life total cannot change, and you gain protection from everything. All permanents you control phase out. Exile T-Prod. Teferi's Protection.
Yep, perfect.
I will block here and take 12 damages. Go down to 14. Untap. Upkeep.
Try
Draw.
to cheat.
No, never.
I'll pass the
I
turn.
can't cut.
I draw for turn.
3
I'm gonna
less.
tap 3 with Dynamo and 1 Mountain, and Spell Shock is back from the top of my library.
God damn it.
Woohoo, Spell Shock! We like to shock ourselves.
I love Spell Shock.
All right, pass.
I'm back. What's up? Exotic Orchard.
Yes.
Exotic Mountain. Ooh.
Oh, it's very exotic, isn't it?
Exotic swamp mountain.
Yeah, Phyrexian Mountain Tower.
Pass.
Okay, just pass. Okay, cool. Sorry.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Hey, look, I can do something. Tap 1, skull clamp.
2.
Skull Clamp.
2 for Skull Clamp, bro.
Oh, 2 for skull clamp.
Wait, is that to everyone?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
It's everyone.
It's
Yeah.
everyone.
So 2 for Skull Clamp.
So if I want to tap this,
Okay, so you lose 1 life.
get.
And
draw.
that one doesn't lose life underneath it? That's just
No, I lost a life.
Oh, no, but you're doing colorless. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll lose the life.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. Ashnod's Altar. Okay. Sorry, I lost 2 more for Skull Clamp and Ashnod's Altar for both of those because I casted
a
both of those
spell shock.
spells. Spell Shock. Combat.
Everything Larry.
This one goes that way.
Damn it.
These 4 go this way.
Prior to blocks, I will pay 4. Pays 3, sorry. Flash in Village Bellringer. -1 power and 2 toughness with flash. When it enters the battlefield, untap all creatures you control. I will block Ratadrabik.
Okay.
On
Okay.
Spell Shock does 2 damage.
So I block here, and then I take 4, 8, 12. Exactsies! Hey-yo!
So now
Okay.
we go
Prior to
second-
damage,
Second main.
Yeah.
I'll exile your graveyard. I'll exile your guys' graveyards.
Okay.
All of ours?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Second main
Good luck,
phase.
Mike. You're gonna need it.
I'm dead.
Second main phase. Sacrifice. Lure into Ashnod's Altar. Add 2 colorless, but then I get a zombie. Can I have that infinite token,
Hell
please?
yeah, bro.
Then I gain 1 life.
You can
and
just put
lose
her
a
on
life.
top. You can put her on top for an outman right
Yeah.
there.
Couldn't
And then destroy. Actually, destroy that.
The thing that's hurting you with the land.
Yes.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm good.
Untap. Draw for turn. All right, pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw, scrubland. Let's swing out.
How much is it?
26.
So I block the Elish Nor and I stay alive.
You could double block the Elish Norn and survive.
You need to give yourself a chance to like have one Hail Mary cast.
All right, so air block, Rata block.
So yeah, they trade.
Okay.
Yeah, you take 16.
And then this dies too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pass. Actually, wait, I'm sorry. Tap it, draw a card. I'll draw a card too.
Now my draw for turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Untap, draw. Mountains is all that's in this deck, apparently. It's all that's in this deck is mountains. And you know what? Because I have nothing else to stop you with, I'm just gonna do the Hail Mary that Larry talked about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Manda Geyser. Does nothing.
Literally nothing.
I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm
loses
not gonna-
did 2 damage.
Yeah.
Does that. 5 mana, I'd shock myself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I could have done it last turn, but I had nothing to dump it into. Pass. So you can swing and kill me now, I think.
Yeah, untap, upkeep, draw. Let's go. Yeah. Actually, I can kill you a different way, but that's fine.
Don't play with the food.
Okay, kill. It's done.
Swing at me.
Go.
Okay, there you go. All right, crazy. We did some. That was pretty insane,
Nice
huh?
game.
Oh my God.
Nice
Hey
game.
guys, we did first ever. We just like I don't know how many was that.
Man.
4 games?
Four
5
games.
4 games, yeah.
We did 4 killer games.
That is not at all a Randy deck, dude.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not.
No, Randy's over here. I see you, dude. You're feeling dirty about that.
I feel really nasty about this. I
Dude, you-
After losing 3 games in a row, you
Still
still
nasty.
feel dirty. You
Still nasty.
feel like something happened
No,
wrong.
man. There's nothing wrong with the way that played out, especially given the types of decks you were up against. You
Yeah.
got to get used to that, dude.
Yeah, no, I do.
There's times when it's totally okay, and that time is when your opponents are playing degenerate combo decks.
Yeah.
Both of us were like equally degenerate. He just had more tutors. Mine was a more synergy-based thing. Combos with a
'cause
ham
mine is
sandwich.
specific.
My budget was a little harder to get there. It was.
You were close. You put in work.
He was fading burn spells from your deck, because I'm pretty certain something like Molten Disaster or like a kicked Comet Storm, you might have just iced him, dude.
Yeah.
I just didn't draw into the big. Like I had a lot of burn. Well, how was this episode
Oh,
like?
it was still a blast. Obviously, I got the first win, which was amazing. I turbo comboed out fast. And then you got 2, which was awesome because that deck is just so cool, even playing against it.
Hey, dude.
And then more
Hi.
degeneracy. So what have I learned today? Stacks beats turbo combo.
Yeah.
Well, if
that's
the,
why
if the
Winota
stacks can
Stacks
get
is
set
big.
up beforehand, like I was looking to assemble pieces and get there until Elish Norn hit play.
Yeah, dude, I had
Norn
like
is such
12
a
mana.
fucker.
I was gonna be drawing 3 to 4 cards per turn.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And then drawing on the Val, and I'm like, nope.
Well, that's what's crazy about Magic, and I hope that when people watch this episode and they see 4 like quick games, you get to see how the decks work different and the luck of the draws. Well, no,
Yeah, that
because
was
the
fun.
draws the draws change. You know, everything was
Yeah.
kind of cool seeing it.
One thing that stood out to me from this past game that I thought was really interesting was Otawara.
Yeah.
After he had tapped out to do something, so you were able to bounce, or after he had tapped out to cast Elish Norn, you use Otawara to bounce Drana and Linvala and pump up your board to where it survives the Elish Norn. I was like, damn, that's a high level play.
Yeah,
I thought that was real
big brain.
spicy.
Big brain
And
spicy.
you dodged the spell shock, which I forget was over here. I forget if it was in play or
No,
not,
it
but it
wasn't
was like
yet.
dodging spell shock, dodging taxes.
As always, thanks guys for coming and being
Yeah,
part
Daddy.
of the spice. Check us out every other Friday. More I Hate Your Deck. And if you can, join our Patreon. It really helps. We appreciate you. Peace. If you want to support I Hate Your Deck, please consider joining our Patreon. It's an excellent community that we have built with people from around the world where we play Magic in our Discord using Spell Table. If you haven't had a chance to play online Magic yet, try out our Discord. It's a great community where people are gaming daily. And every Thursdays we have Commander Day where people play all day and night, but the community's gotten so big, Commander Day is almost every day at I Hate Your Deck. Hey, it's time for the random Patreon shoutouts. I'd like to thank Thomas Power, Ernesto, Cameron Dedona. Thank y'all. If you want a shout out, you need to be a tier 4 or tier 5 patron where we give shout outs. Now, we love all of our patrons, but it's just one of the perks of being a tier 4 or tier 5 patron. Without you patrons, we wouldn't be where we are today, and we wouldn't be able to keep making content. So thank you so much for helping us make this show a reality, and we're really excited to keep bringing you great content for the years to come. I can't wait to be able to bring my son on the channel once he gets old enough, let me tell you.
I hate your deck. Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out and slinging spells. Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out and slinging spells. I hate your deck. Wizards of the West Coast. I hate your deck. Wizards of the West Coast. Join the I Hate Your Deck Patreon exclusive Discord to get the various benefits and be able to play Commander daily with people from around the world in our global community.